Okay, for the clarinet, here's some basic things you should do regularly to keep your clarinet clean and in good working condition. You know, a lot of things can go down with the clarinet, especially when you're assembling it. You can bend the keys and stuff like that. So I'll demonstrate assembling it too, so we can prevent any of that frustration from happening. There are 5 parts to the clarinet. I'll tell you what they are as we go along. A couple of the parts have corks on them, and these should be well greased using cork grease, and to make the assembly that much easier, and it prevents the cork from cracking and flaking off, and you don't want that. So we'll take our handy dandy cork grease. I'll show you how to put it on. Couple swipes here, couple of swipes there all around, and you're good to go. Okay, let's start with the lower joint. This has the thumb rest on it. And I'm going to put my fingers back here, pressure back here, so I don't bend the keys. Hopefully I don't bend the keys. This is the bell. Twist and push it on. And I have 2 logos, so lining up the logos looks good, right? If you like that kind of thing. This is the upper joint. This has the 2 corks on it. We're going to press these keys down, and we're going to have these set of keys and these set of keys opposite like that. And we're going to twist back and forth like that and push them together. I have a guide. I have a little button here and a little slot here on this joint. It helps me, it's a guide to line up the holes. If you don't have it, then line up this bar, I don't know if you can see it, and this bar. Just line them up like that. And you're ready to go. Then we'll take our barrel and our mouthpiece. My mouthpiece does not have a reed on it. I take the reed off every time I'm done playing. So it helps the reed dry out, prevents mold, all that stuff. It's good clarinet hygiene. Plus, I can just grab the mouthpiece and just rock it on like that. 2 seconds, it's together. Then we'll put it on the clarinet. Easy, 1, 2, 3. I have 2 logos. All right, this is the register key, and we're going to line up the flat part, you know, where the reed goes onto the mouthpiece, with the register key. You could twist the whole barrel. It doesn't matter, or the whole mouthpiece. Now we're going to put on the ligature. If you're in clarinet like this, so you have the clarinet like this in front of you, the screws on the ligature should point to the right. All right, and then I have my reeds in here in a reed holder. It's just plastic. You can get a metal one, and they're good. They're good to have. You know, it can't hurt. It keeps the reed secure and flat. So I'm going to put the reed on the mouthpiece here. Put the ligature on. Your mouthpiece may have lines on it. Do you line up the ligature too to see how far it should go down? I don't have that, but I just put it on anyway. And you want the reed you want the reed a little lower than the top of the mouthpiece, slightly lower than the top of the mouthpiece, like that. And the screws don't have to be too tight at all. Okay, so I'm going to practice. Done. I know you practice more than that, but for our purposes, 3 seconds is good. I'm going to take the reed off. This is what you're doing after you're done practicing. So I'm going through what you should be doing. Put the reed away. Ligature off. Let's take the barrel and the mouthpiece off, like that. Now, we're going to clean the inside of the clarinet out. We're going to get the moisture out. And we use what's called a swab. This is a cotton rig here. Cotton. And there's different colors and stuff. It has a weight on one end. You're going to drop it through the bell, and it's going to come out the other side. And just make sure that this is, the rag part, the cloth part is flat and not all jammed up, so it goes through easier. Right? And you pull it through gently. There's a rod or 2 inside the clarinet that sticks. It's a little bit of a snag. So if you have a tough time pulling the swab through, then just do 1 piece at a time. Swab this and then swab this. Take it apart. Okay, we've done that. Next we're going to do the barrel and mouthpiece combo. So 1-stop swab, both pieces, 1 swab, just like that. Pull it through gently, and you're good to go. Now, for more heavy-duty cleaning, with the mouthpiece, this tends to get the dirtiest, right, and the most stuff going on. Put this in warm soapy water. Rinse it. You can put a finger inside, rinse it out. Or if you get a cleaning kit which looks something like this, it's got some gadgets in it and grease and stuff like that. It has a mouthpiece brush, looks like that, and then you just, that's what it's for. It's in the water and you clean it out like that and you're good to go. And then grease the cork. Grease the cork, grease the cork. Okay, we also have, this is a silk, just wanted to show you this one. This is a silk swab. This probably comes with a cleaning kit. This is more like a special order kind of deal. It goes through the clarinet easier, so if you like that kind of thing, you could use a silk swab. This is a polishing cloth, and this is only for one purpose, to use for the outside of the clarinet, just to keep it clean. You know, if you have like, you know, cheese doodles, you have all kinds of food, it's greasy on there, wipe it off. Keeps your clarinet looking good, lasts longer. It's actually good. Good for the keys, good for the finish. Wipe the keys, wipe the clarinet off, keep it nice and shiny and good. You can practice even more. And that's it for the clarinet. See you later.